day 163. Windy morning, but not very cold. Been coming through here like a freight train all night long. Yeah. So avoided paying the $8 to camp again. See how often I can get away with that, although tonight it's supposed to storm and storm for the next 4 days, so I could see myself hiding out in somewhere. But most of the shelters around here aren't even shelters, they're just campsites with raised platforms, which do me no good. I have to stake into the ground, so unless there's somewhere to stay, I'm definitely not paying. I'm gonna try to make it to a hut this morning. They give away breakfast to through hikers after, you know, the leftovers, and I'm down with some free food. So see if I can make it there. There's 1 2 miles. At least not. I'm gonna blow up their toilet. Flushable toilets are kind of rare out here. If they have flushable toilets, they generally don't even have electricity in those places, except where they cook and all that. But the huts that they let you stay in don't have electricity. So I'll see what amenities I can get out of that. And so far, today's a beautiful day. There's still more bunches of this stupid stuff. Slippery rocks. They go way the hell up. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get breakfast. Totally made it in time for breakfast. Yeah, you know, lots of little goodies left over. Not a whole lot of everything, but you know, hell, I got here before the crowd because a lot of people came in. So, you know, I didn't take too much. I'm not a dick, but, you know, I did take mine. Fucking beautiful view up here, man. Now, what to do today? In 10 miles, there's a hut, but that's where everybody's headed. You know, they only have so many of those work for stay things, and there's no way I'm paying. And anyway, I hear those things are booked out well in advance. Not that I'd pay 100 and whatever bucks to sleep. And there are tent sites, but those seem to be mostly platforms, and I need to, you know, put my stakes in the ground, so platforms don't work for me. So I guess I gotta find a spot, but it's supposed to come down, man. I might end up hiding in my tent for the next day or two. Forecast for the next 4 days. They keep them in here. Weather's all important up here. You know, it kills people. You know, I will heed their warnings. But yeah, it's supposed to dump on us this afternoon. Yay. But maybe I'll get one of them cool thunderstorm experience I want, where I'm up on a ridge and it's all scary, and you know, I almost poop myself every time it happens. I'm kind of looking forward to one of those. You know, afterwards. During it always sucks. A new hiker arrives. So the porch doesn't necessarily have the good view because they have all these trees in the way, but this thing does go down forever. We're gonna get our asses handed to us tonight. Oh, it is coming from
the tops. We don't get to go down through that nice little section in the middle where the river decides to go. You know, no. Water's kind of smart.
Yeah, we'll probably be up here today. I have to imagine. I assume we're going up this thing and then across these and down into the pit of hell. Dun dun dun. Oh, it's just still the same ridiculous crap that just keeps going up and up and up. This is eye level. Base of that tree right there. Boom, it just keeps going up. Starting to sprinkle pretty heavy. Oh, what's up, Fried Pizza Man? How you doing? Oh, yeah, that's how I feel. Oh, it's getting gray back there. Raindrops are falling, and I'm standing here talking to a box.
Yeah, in the fucking way.
Yeah, woo. I'm in the way. There's nowhere else to be but in the way right here. It's narrow. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Still working on getting to the top, but I think we're close. I mean, that looks pretty close to the top. A lot of scariness moving in. You can see all the mountains we did yesterday down there. That's the little hut I was just in. I don't know, it was probably a half hour ago. Just straight up the mountain all day. Whew. This is pretty intense. Oh, I know it's gonna roll in and kick my ass. It's gonna be cold and sideways. They're calling for a light hail. They call it light hail. None of that heavy hail. It's just a light hailing. I got this. Made it to the top of the first mountain. A little gray and bleak. At least I think this is the top. I mean, it still goes uphill just a little bit, but you're, you know, in the little scrub trees. So I think this is the only top with a view. And I can see back to yesterday. Yeah, those mountains are kind of hazy in the background. So clouds aren't too thick right now, but starting to look scary. Still a beautiful day though. Looks like we're going above tree line again. Going up that hill has no trees on it. There's that valley from before. I can still see mountains up in the distance. That's a good sign. I'm hoping not to get our ass handed to us. We're way up here. If the storm hits, it gets all interesting. Doubt we're gonna die.
Already
But,
interesting.
yeah, it'll suck. It'll suck.
Go for it, yeah.
Oh no, he sees me coming. Come here, mountain chicken.
On the head of the stick, I'll cook it, man.
If I catch you, I'm gonna eat you. No, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. I'm your friend Nightcrawler. What?
He didn't go very far.
No.
Yeah. It's gotten so much better. This is like an Appalachian sidewalk. Ooh, smooth. There's just like one solid piece of stone. Ah, I needed this. It's been extreme the past couple of days. Nice little sidewalk in here. What? I'll take it. So it just started raining. We're almost at the hut. Gonna see about this work for stay stuff. See how that goes. We decided to wait until later in the day when it was raining because there's a bunch of other hikers that were all headed there. Like, we're gonna get work for stay. But from what we hear, they don't generally take work for stays until after like 4 or 5 o'clock. So those people all would have been there an hour or two ago maybe. So we figured we'd wait, let it start raining, come in looking pathetic and wet, you know, sometime around 5 o'clock, and maybe we'll stand a better chance of getting work for stay. Because I don't want to come back out and just go hiking. So I don't know what's going to happen if they don't have room for us. I might just hang out on the stoop of their porch or climb underneath the building if it's accessible. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Definitely ain't gonna die out here though. You see all these backpacks? That's everybody trying to get in tonight. So there's no room for me. We've already established that, but I don't really want to go out in the rain. So what I'm going to do is find a place to hide for a little while. We're whiting out. There we go. I'll find a place to hide for a little while. And then once this place shuts down, they're going to sneak me in. Yeah, I know. Breaking the rules and all that. But now, do you want to camp in the rain and the whites? No, I didn't think so. Me neither. So if I can just find a place to stash out for a while, which I see a couple of them. A couple hours, wait till the sun goes down, easy peasy. Oh, it's not really raining bad right now, but more is coming. And I'm still dry. I want to stay that way. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Sometimes you got to go through a little deception to get what you need. And I'm willing to do that. I've decided against waiting it out. It's not raining real bad, so we're going to try to go down to a stealth spot down there and see if it gets set up before it rains too hard. Big if, but better than waiting around here.
Good weather for a duck.
Quack,
Yeah.
quack.
Down there, that's Fried Green Tomatoes. Her and her hiking partner, Mr. J, got the work for stays. And so we were like, okay, well, we're just going to take off. They said they'd sneak me in, but I didn't want them to ruin their reputation trying to get me in. Plus, I didn't feel like hiding out anywhere for hours, waiting for the sun to go down to sneak in. I'd rather set up camp and go to sleep. These days have been rough. But she gave up her spot because she felt guilty. Like when I was leaving, she's like, bye, you know, I'm like, later. You know, and she looked all sad. And then she comes out later like, I can't stay. You know, if you guys aren't staying, then I can't stay either. She feels all guilty, which is totally cool by, you know. Wouldn't affected me one way or another, but it's cool that she was all white knight about it, you know, gave up her spot so she could come hang out with us in the rain. I'm assuming Mr. J's coming behind us somewhere, but he might be staying all at the same time. But yeah, we'll see. But now we're going down to a stealth spot somewhere like, I don't know, half-mile down or something, check it out. But it's not raining right now, so hopefully I can get set up and everything before it hits. And then if it's raining tomorrow, I'll just hang out in my tent as long as I want to. I got plenty of food. There's another town coming up soon, I think. It's a small town, it says in the book, but yeah, it's better than nothing. You know, I'm not running low on food, but but I don't have enough to get me all the way to. There's some place I can't remember what it's called, like Gorham or something. But that's still 50 miles out, and at this pace, I mean, normally that'd be like 2 good days of walking, but right now that's 3 or 4 easily. I don't know what the train's like, but so far I'm going a mile an hour. A mile an hour is actually really good right now. That's just sad. The terrain has definitely flattened out, made it a lot easier to hike. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but I will take it. According to rumor, we are about a quarter mile away from the stealth camp spots, which, you know, these are protected forests. They tell us that's why they have this whole hut system, which I think is just to extort money out of people. But they say they do that so that we're not camping out here and destroying the ecosystem, but we're out here destroying the ecosystem because we don't want to pay for their huts. And, you know, the campsites are pay, so we would much rather just flatten out a spot in the forest and sleep there. And yeah, it might not be good for the forest, but fuck, whose fault is that? Theirs or mine? I'm gonna blame them, cause and effect. You charge too much for a service that we don't want. I mean, pay 10 bucks, because the last guy we talked to told us he had to pay 10 to sleep there. So 10 bucks to set up my own tent. Why the hell would I pay them when I can flatten out a piece of the forest and just sleep there? I'm not worried about the damage it does. I'm never gonna come back here again. They're the ones that should be worried about it. So we're setting up our camps, and Miss App was there, and she was being a total bitch. So 3 of us just at the same time were like, fuck it, we don't want to be around you. So we packed up our stuff and we're walking down the road back to other sites that we know of. But it sucks when you're such a bitch that everybody wants to pick up and move just so they're not around you. Storm's rolling in. We've seen a few lightnings. Oh, there's another one. But the thunder's really delayed. I got motherfucking Mowgli in my tent right now.
What up?
He's still alive. We found him in the rainstorm, so you know, I ain't gonna make that kid sleep in the rain. That'd be rude. No thunder for those, man.